with the front pages. How do they reflect the happenings in the country? Let's start off with the Guardian newspaper. The Guardian newspaper is the very first we'll be looking at on the show this morning. By the way, you'd see different angles, right? The way the papers capture the stories. But the Guardian leads with high cost of living, braces for wage renegotiation. That's the Guardian newspaper. Labour laments high cost of living, braces for wage renegotiation. That's how the Guardian leads this morning, Jeffrey. So this was always going to be the case. I mean, 70,000 naira. And I always say that if you were earning 30,000 naira, let's say 5-8 years ago, and you're earning, let's say 100,000 naira now, you're obviously earning less than you were earning then if you convert your money to dollars. So when they say wage increment, yes, it's great to see it in naira, but you realize that a lot of the things we consume are imported, right? A lot of things we use are imported. So whether you like it or not, you still have to convert it one way or the other. So 70,000 is not good.
That is Labour's new way of telling the government, whatever policy you're putting in place, well, we may not have a problem, but we know how it affects us. So get ready for some wage negotiation. So perhaps should we be bracing up for another industrial action? We do not know. But let's just keep our gunpowders dry for now.
But I really want to know what would the appropriate minimum wage be. Is it 150,000 naira now? Is it 100,000? Let us know what you think, by the way. You can just hit us on our email, themorningbrief@channelstv.com. What do you think the appropriate minimum wage should be?
Maybe they could negotiate for $100. But let's get to another Nigerian News Direct. Why Buhari, this is Nigerian News Direct now, why Buhari Tinubu bond remains unshaken, a nightmare for opposition. That's coming from the presidency. Says relationship, a foundation for future party unity and progress. So some sort of political visit has been happening by both the ruling party and a coalition of the opposition parties heading to Kaduna this time, not Daura, to see former President Muhammadu Buhari. So, you know, the politics is beginning to build up ahead of 2027. So it's only natural because, in my view, the biggest political influence in Nigeria, in the north right now, is Muhammadu Buhari. I don't think there's any other person who is as influential as he is politically. We may assess his presidency and say he maybe did a terrible job, according to how young people would describe it. Maybe he didn't do the work he's supposed to do. That's why the present government is complaining of the heavy lifting they have to do. But when it comes to how to influence the direction of how the North will have to go in the next presidential election, you can't discountenance Muhammadu Buhari, which is why those visits are happening. So, quite one of the things I like about politics and the politicians is that everybody is confident until the result is out. So let's wait and see. So now everybody is saying he's with us. Well, politicians, they're interesting.
And just to be clear, this is the same man, because we had the PDP or the opposition possible coalition. I don't even know how to describe that arrangement. Is it the coalition in the making or the potential coalition? This is the same man that was vilified. His government was vilified for 8 years when he was there, right? But you had the PDP going to say hello to him. Even the APC, as you said, I mean, his CBN governor is still in detention over the work done during his tenure. But hey, as you said, politicians will always be politicians. But you, the people, should, as I say, wise up. But take a look at the Nigerian Tribune. Nigerian Tribune is the next, well, we chew on that one. And this is how Supreme Court rulings landed PDP LP in further crisis. And I hope you see the irony in all of that. You know, the court is meant to give you clear directives, interpret the law. So for you who have been bickering or quarreling will know that this is where to go. But take a look at the explainers. Abure remains in charge, LP spokesman, as Apapa Ninadi lay claims. So we see Mr. Apapa back. Not like he went anywhere, but there you go. PDP in limbo as members await decision on Anyanwu Ude. That's according to Okoye. our internal mechanisms will decide way forward. So it just lends credence to that big headline. Supreme Court ruling. It's not really giving clarity to these parties, and that is the irony that we're dealing with, the dilemma we're dealing with right now.
Well, when I say it didn't give clarity, so the Supreme Court is simply saying, party is supreme. Go and look at your laws and follow your laws. So everybody is now claiming they have an understanding of what the law is. Labour Party says, Abure. The faction is saying, Nenadi. Another faction is saying, Lamidi Apapa has evolved yet again. And there's one more that is not popular. You're going to see that one maybe very soon. And then the PDP, about Ayanwan Udeokoye, is just... So this is the problem of leaving political parties to money bags and people with war chests and all of that. This conundrum, I think sometimes the Supreme Court may have to review their decision and step in because... Anyway, the APC looks like they are stable now because they're in power.
Well, it's been said that the APC is stable. I think it was Chief Body George and said, well, what you see is just someone holding the APC.
The jugular.
Exactly. So if you do anyhow,
you see anyhow.
So everybody just falls in line because there's a lot to enjoy in that sense.
Yeah.
So when you're eating, you don't talk, you don't bicker at all.
Yeah.
They say.
As I said, the APC has not been tested. So when they are tested, whenever they leave power, we'll know how united they are. Yeah. Okay. Blueprint newspaper is leading with FG flags of 777 billion naira Abuja, Kaduna, Zaria, Kano Road project, and I think this is a massive project that we're all looking forward to. Not highly benefiting from Tinubu's infrastructure revolution, Uba Sani, that's the governor of Kaduna. President Kaduna government deserves 8 years. Umai is always campaigning. I think they should make Umai the what do you call it now? Campaign manager.
Campaign director.
Yes, campaign director of the APC in this next election.
We'll see.
He's always campaigning.
We'll see.
He's either saying God told him, or there's nothing you will say that you will not say himself. Nyesom Wike, Senator Godswill Akpabio, always in the business of campaigning.
There you go. They'll tell you that.
We're nominating you for DG.
Every politician is always campaigning. But take a look at the Abuja Inquirer, and now that you talk about the FCT minister, it's quite interesting how the Abuja Inquirer leads this morning. You see IGR, FCT outperforms whole Northwest states, rivals Lagos for 2025. Eyes 700 billion naira.
I like this kind of challenge.
Yeah, but hey, it's the FCT, right? So you expect that the FCT should pull its weight, particularly with all of the activities that go on in the FCT. So it's good to see, and I like this kind of competition. This is what we should be seeing.
I like that.
From states. Let us challenge ourselves and say, well, I did 1 trillion last year, I'm going to do 1.5, let's see what you do. And the other one says, you know what, without killing businesses.
Yes.
Without killing business.
And in addition to that, Kyle, one of the places that governors steal money the most, allegedly, is the IGR. I'm telling you.
Allegedly.
I'm telling you. So their state, you would never know their exact IGR because the governors are using it to run whatever it is they are running. And they know I'm saying is the truth. So let's add allegedly before they say. But we know. Wow. IGR is where it happens.
There you go. That's a look at it. The front pages for real now.
Some of the governors. So let's contextualize it.
And we've had these cases taken to court. And so this is something that there's proof for. There have been governors taken to court over this. We'll take a quick break now. When we return, we have the man in the eye of a storm, Idris Abdulkarim, joining us on a trending segment as a walk through the recent happenings. Stay with us. We'll be right back.